I will show you some important shortcuts in Photoshop that will help you work faster. Yeah, it's not just about knowing how to do things, but how to do them faster. So I'm just going to show you a few combination of keys to help you work faster. Shortcut are simply combination of two keys and all of that to create a faster workflow. So I have an image here, and by the way, I generated this image using Google Flow. Yeah, so let me just go straight. I'm going to let me draw a rectangle over here. Okay, so we have it. Let me quickly change the color. So right now we have this shape here, right, over this person. Let's say we want to create a group in Photoshop. We want to create a group and to group all these layers together. You can come over here, just click on any layer here, right? You can just click on any layer that is not locked, and above here you can see different options, and you can see group from layers. So from here you can just name your layer whatever you want and click OK. Now you can start dragging your layers into the group, right? So two of the layers has already been grouped. So if you hide, you can see that, but that can be time consuming. So let me show you a faster way. So if you want to create a group very fast, here's what you should do. So if you want to create a group of these two elements here, this shape and this image, what you just need to do is to select both of them and hold down the control key and press G on your keyboard. It automatically groups it, so you can just tap on the group and name it whatever you want to name it and hit enter. So that is number one key. Then number two key is how to zoom, right? Like this, zoom in, zoom out, like this, to make your photo bigger. Maybe if you want to go into certain places, you can, something like that, right? So to zoom in and out of your photo like this, what you need to do is to hold down the Alt key on your Windows, right? Actually this is for Windows, so that's why I'm not mentioning Mac. So just hold down the Alt key and use the scroll wheel to scroll back and front, as you can see that, right? Use the scroll wheel to scroll back and front to zoom in and out of your image like this. All right, so the next thing, I'm going to ungroup this. Let me ungroup this actually. Yeah, so we don't have that right now. So let's say you want to focus on just one element. You have multiple elements in your canvas, but then you only want to focus on this lady without seeing this thing here, this shape. What do? So here is what is going to happen. If you hover over this eye here, you can see this eye here, which signifies visibility, right? This eye here. So if you hold down the Alt key on your Windows and click on it, you can see that every other thing goes gray, right? So you can zoom and work only on this image. You can zoom and work only on this image, and after doing, you can just come back with the Alt key again, hold down, you can just press. So you see that, hold down your Alt key, and then tap on this visibility icon on the image or the element you want to focus on, right? So when you hold down your Alt and you click on that, it's going to be only that layer that will be visible, and every other layer will be invisible. And if you want to go back to seeing everything, hold down the Alt again and click on that same layer and everything will come back. So let me try this again on the shape. Hold down the Alt and click here, and you can see only this red shape we have here. You want to see other ones, hold down the Alt and do the same thing. So these are keys that if you know how to use them efficiently, they will help you work faster in Photoshop. And I think I just have about one or two shortcuts again. So yeah, please, if you're enjoying this, drop a comment, give a follow. If you're watching this on many other platforms, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. All right, so the last shortcut we are going to use here is going to be the clipping mask. Yeah, clipping mask, right? So let me just import one more stuff. Yeah, I'm going to use this. Let me just enlarge it like this. I'm going to keep it like this anyway, just for demonstration purposes. So if you want to do clipping mask, you can come here and okay, yeah, you can come here, and when you tap, let's say you want to, this one that we have here, you want to clip it to this rectangle that is below here, right? You can either press, okay, that's not going to work, so let's just, so you can come over to this layer. When you right click, you can see create clipping mask, and when we hit that, you see it clips to the image. And actually you can still move it individually, you see that, right? But it's going to be bound within, it's going to be limited within that shape that it is clipped to. But then again, if you look at this arrow, you will see this down arrow here. So let me show you a faster way to create clipping marks. Let me hit Ctrl Z on my keyboard here. So if you want to create a clipping mask faster, just hold down the Alt key again, and when you scroll, you can see when you put your mouse, when your mouse gets in between the first and the second image, you will see this down arrow here. So once you see that arrow, just left click and you will achieve a clipping marks very faster. So please let me know in the comment section if you already done this shortcut, and if you did not know this shortcut before now, please also let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to follow, subscribe depending on the platform you are seeing this video. All right, I'm the Augmented Designer. See you guys later.